The day Max got stuck in an elevator. Part 1. The boring afternoon. Max was 16. He loved video games, pizza, and doing nothing. He didn't like talking to people. People are too much work, he always said. One hot afternoon, Max's mom asked him to go to his grandma's apartment building to drop off some groceries. He didn't want to, but he went anyway. He walked into the building, carrying a heavy bag. "Why does Grandma need 5 cans of soup?" he complained. He pressed the button for the elevator and waited. The elevator opened. Max stepped in and pressed floor 8. The elevator started to go up slowly. He leaned against the wall and pulled out his phone. No signal. No Wi-Fi? Max frowned. This is a crime. Suddenly, the elevator made a strange noise and stopped between the 5th and 6th floor. The lights flickered. Max looked around. Hello? He pressed the buttons again. Nothing happened. Okay, don't panic. I've seen this in movies. Just press the emergency button. He pushed it. A loud buzzing sound came on, and then silence. Then the elevator doors opened. Just a little, not all the way. And standing there outside the small opening was a tiny face, an old woman. "Oh, hello, dear," she said cheerfully. "Is there room for one more?" Max stared. "Wait, no, the elevator's broken." But before he could stop her, she squeezed inside, along with a big purple bag and a fluffy orange cat. The doors closed again. "Great," Max muttered. "Now I'm stuck with a grandma and a cat." Part 2. Meet Grandma Judy and Sir Whiskers. The old lady smiled and patted her cat. "Well, this is exciting," she said. "I haven't been stuck in an elevator since 1983. Max blinked. "Exciting? We're stuck." "Oh, don't worry," she said. "These things always get fixed. Usually." Max stared at the cat. It was sitting on her bag, licking its paw like it owned the place. "This is Sir Whiskers," the lady said. "Say hello." The cat looked at Max with total boredom. "Yeah, nice to meet you too," Max muttered. "I'm Judy," the lady said. "What's your name, Grumpy Boy?" Max sighed. Max. "Well, Max, you need to relax. You look like someone stole your pizza." "My phone doesn't work. There's no signal," Max said. "I was going to finish a game, and now I'm in here. With a cat." Sir Whiskers sneezed. "I think he's judging you," Judy said with a smile. "Don't take it personally. He judges everyone." Max sat on the elevator floor. "How long do you think this will take?" Judy joined him on the floor. "Could be 10 minutes, could be an hour, but don't worry, I have snacks." She pulled out a small bag of cookies. Max didn't want to say it, but they smelled really good. "Want one?" she asked. Max hesitated, then took one. "Thanks." They sat in silence for a moment. Then Judy looked at him and asked, "So, Max, what do you like to do?" "Nothing," he said. "Mostly video games." I once played Pac-Man. I was terrible." Max gave a small smile. "That's because Pac-Man's impossible." Judy laughed. "Exactly." Sir Whiskers meowed loudly, as if he didn't care about Pac-Man at all. Max looked at the cat. "Does he always make that face?" "All the time," Judy said. "He has opinions." Part 3. Cat talks and people listen. The elevator was still not moving, but Max didn't feel as annoyed anymore. "So, do you live here?" he asked. "Oh, yes," Judy said. "I've lived in this building for 20 years. It's quiet, mostly. Except for the man on the 3rd floor. He plays drums at night." Max laughed. "Seriously?" "Yes, Sir Whiskers hates it. He hides under the bed." The cat gave a loud meow, like he was agreeing. Max smiled again. He looked around and said, "It's kind of weird. I usually don't talk to people like this." Judy nodded. "Well, sometimes it takes a broken elevator to get people to slow down." Max looked at her. "You're not scared?" "Nope," she said. "Why should I be? I've been through worse. Once I got stuck in a subway car for 5 hours with 5 toddlers. Whoa. They were sticky. Very sticky. Max laughed again. He was surprised. Talking to this old lady and her grumpy cat wasn't boring at all. "Can I ask you something?" he said. "Of course." "Were you always like this? Cheerful?" Judy thought for a moment. "When I was younger, I worried all the time. About school, work, money, everything. Then I realized, life is still going to happen. So why not smile while it does?" Max was quiet. That was actually kind of deep. Sir Whiskers jumped up onto Max's lap without warning. He stared up at Max, blinking slowly. "He likes you," Judy said. Max looked shocked. "This cat is sitting on me. That means you're in the club now." "What club?" "The Sir Whiskers Chose Me Club," Judy said, grinning. "Very exclusive." Max shook his head and laughed. "This is the weirdest day of my life." Part 4. The elevator. Groans and the heart opens. The elevator made a deep noise. Max jumped a little. Sir Whiskers didn't care. He just stretched across Max's lap like a fuzzy king. "That didn't sound great," Max said. Judy tilted her head. "Nah, it's just the building saying hello. These walls are old. Like me." Max smirked. "You don't seem old." "Well, thank you, Max. That's because I take naps and don't argue on the internet." He laughed. "That actually sounds smart." Judy looked at him kindly. You remind me of my grandson." "Yeah? He's your age. Smart, sweet, but always looking at a screen." Max looked at his phone. Still no signal. Judy continued. "Last week we had dinner. I made his favorite, spaghetti. He sat across from me and barely said 5 words. Max looked at her. "That sucks." "It's okay. I just wish young people knew something." "What?" She smiled. "That real life is here." She pointed at the elevator floor. "In small places, in short talks, in cats who choose your lap." Max felt a little weird. In a good way. He didn't expect this day to feel deep. "I don't really talk to people," he admitted. "Sometimes I feel like I'm bad at it." "You're not bad," she said. "You're just quiet. There's a difference." Max nodded slowly. "Sometimes I feel like nobody really sees me." "I see you, Max." He looked at her. She wasn't just being nice. She meant it. Sir Whiskers purred loudly like he was agreeing. The elevator shifted again. Max stood up, holding the cat gently. "Was that movement?" Judy stood too. "I think so." Sir Whiskers jumped down and strutted like he fixed it. Then the elevator lights turned bright again. The doors began to open. Part 5. Going up and growing up. The elevator doors slowly opened. A maintenance guy stood outside holding a walkie-talkie and a bag of chips. "You two okay in there?" he asked. "We're fantastic," Judy said, stepping out with her purple bag. Max followed her, still holding Sir Whiskers like a furry loaf of bread. "I fixed the power. Elevator should be fine now," the guy said. "Thanks," Max replied. As they walked toward the hallway, Judy looked up at Max. "Well, that was fun." "You're seriously calling that fun?" "Of course. I got free therapy, a cat nap, and a new friend." Max smiled. "Yeah, me too, except for the nap part." They stopped in front of Judy's apartment. She took out her keys. "Thanks for talking to me," Max said. "Thanks for listening," she replied. "Most people don't." He looked down at Sir Whiskers. "And thanks to you too, little dude." Sir Whiskers blinked like a tired king and walked inside. Max turned to leave. "Oh, Max," Judy said. He turned around. "You should talk more. You're actually really good at it." He gave her a small smile. "I'll try." As he walked down the hall to his grandma's place, his phone buzzed. Signal back. Messages. 9 missed texts, 3 game invites. But Max didn't check them right away. Instead, he stood still for a moment, thinking. About Judy, about Sir Whiskers, about the quiet space in a noisy world where someone finally saw him. He knocked on his grandma's door feeling different, a little older, a little braver. Sometimes the best lessons come from the most random moments. You never know what or who will change your day, even if it's a cat with attitude and a grandma with cookies.